Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Tuambiane Ukweli, and these ladies are back after a very long time in this channel. Ebu kwanza introduce yourselves first before we proceed.
Do I go first?
Yes.
Hi everyone. Okay. Hush. As I said before, the queen is here.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Hush.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Hi everyone. My name is Shiko and Rachael, aka Mama Kyle. Kama kawa kama dawa. Thank you so much for having us back here. I'm a creative personnel, editor, director, name it. You know?
Unazipigia debe sana.
Lazima nijipigie
Too much.
debe. Have to.
Twende side ingine. Na gacha una glow.
I
mean, where have you been this last year? What have you been doing? Tell us.
Please.
Hi guys, my name is Rachel Kalundi and I'm so happy to be back here. Nilikuwa nimemiss baby. Mbona nimechoka hivyo? Like why do you take so long?
Sasa si vile nyinyi hata mkujangi, amnipigiangi simu. What kind of friends are you?
Don't say that on camera. You look like you're such
What?
bad people. Guy came. Anyway, yeah, I think that's all. I'm Rachel Kalundi. Let's enjoy. You can follow me on Instagram at Rachel Kalundi. Nifuate, ni stalk. Nikutane ku entertain. Furahia maisha yako. You know, I'm here.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, it's always a delight having these guys on this channel. Now today, we want us to talk about mpaka unajisetu vizuri. Mpaka unajisetu vizuri. So today we want to talk about preparing yourself on a first date. Say for example you've met this guy, say for example online. This is an example. You don't know where you meet people. Miss Jui. So you met this guy on your first day. You want to meet this guy on a first date. You've been talking online or somewhere else. Now you want to meet physically. So what are you supposed to do before you go on that date? Right? So before we proceeded with this recording, this young lady was saying you don't need to have
No, I didn't say that. I said you have to have very little expectations.
Why?
Okay, I may change script, but yeah.
So you unajaribu kuturuka na unasema you don't need to have expectations. What did you mean as in?
Like don't have expectations because you'll have such high standards and then someone will disappoint you and then.
But you need to have expectations. I mean, you can't just go on a date like
the expectations that. I would say would be like, okay, this person looks as the person that they are. Their character is as you guys have been talking.
Yeah.
And everything else from there, you will know. Because sometimes guys are very flashy. They'll be like, have mansions.
Kwa mtandao. Lazima tutese bwana.
Exactly. And then when you physically go and meet this person, maybe on like a first date, you're like, why is this guy not getting me an Uber? Exactly. I'll come pick you up. You know, we'll have this. I'll take you to camping.
But initially,
finishes.
And then you have all these things. This is how you guys have been communicating. And then on the actual day, they're like, "Situpatane tao."
Unaangusha points. Una band. Inaitwa kuband.
But initially, when you were having this conversation before you you decided to meet, couldn't you gauge that this guy is flashy for no reason? Or you can. I mean, can you?
There are people who expertise.
Okay, I think.
They what?
Expertise. I learned that from
expertise on.
No, you guys, Miss Juki. Yeah, I think what Shiko is saying is important. That before you're not supposed to have such high expectation, but you know when you decided ukishafika hiyo age ya kwanza date, and I mean mature dating, you always
What's
have
the difference between mature dating and other dating.
I want to know.
Uko kwa school,
I really want to know as well.
catching some. And mature dating is the dating you're dating intentionally.
You
know what you want to get out of the relationship or something. You know. So as much as usikwe na high expectation, but kadem ukifika point ya kwanza kwenda on mature dates unajua nini unataka out of a man. So every woman, and I'm sure also every man, has some level of expectations of what they want from a guy or a chick.
True.
And for me, I think the expectations that I mostly have ni mse mature. Naget? Like the kind of conversation. No, I have a list. I
Hebu toa hiyo list kwanza tuone. Unatoa hivi list what?
Niko na list and yeah, but I think for me I can't go out on a date. I easily have conversation. Like those are some of the expectations that I look forward to when I'm going on a date with somebody. I like talking. So I'm looking for
Lord, there's no such word.
There's no such word.
English dictionary. I'm a talker.
Yeah.
What?
So you see, like kuna tu hizo expectations. You must have expectations. Don't be dumb to go on a date and you unaenda tu kule ukimaliza uchukuliwe
unatakanga tu hivyo.
Imagine how awkward, like you're on the table and you guys are just like eating, like you're not talking.
It's really
weird. It's maybe just wanted to go there and have
but I mean, like, have a conversation. You can't just be like eating and
yeah, like for me, manze, there's very important conversations that I like having with a guy. Things
on a first date.
We must talk politics. We must talk.
On a
that's
first
true.
date.
I can attest to that.
Oh my God.
On a first date, unaanza kuongea politics.
For her, yeah, not for me.
Excuse me, you like me? You want to come to my DM? Just siasa kwanza. Like, yo bro.
Sawa, Madam Governor, sawa.
We must talk politics, we must talk religion, we must talk about your stand when it comes to things such as family, the economy. Okay, siku isijifanyia ati na niko najua nimesoma sana. No, but think about it.
Yeah, I think go with an expectation. But as she said, lower it so that you don't get disappointed.
Exactly.
So that you don't get disappointed, you're like, this date was shady.
Can I tell you something?
I've had a shady date, my God.
I am very willing to lower my expectations on things such as finances, the car you drive, the house you live. But I ain't gonna lower my expectations. I ain't gonna lower my expectations on how you think, how you talk, and how you treat women. No! Baby, if you're badly raised, you just badly raised.
Those are irreducible minimums.
Yeah. Bro, kizungu. Yeah, like, yeah, exactly.
Wow. Hey. So don't go on a date with too much expectations. Calm down.
Yeah.
Number 2, okay, mine would be
your expectation.
Not my expectation. I mean, when I'm going on a first date, this is what I would advise you to do. Carry money. Beba pesa.
Oh my God.
I mean,
true.
Carry money, just even if it's first of all, if it's the lady who has asked you on a date, she's the one paying. Let's all agree with that first. If you call me out on a date, you are paying. Unless we have agreed we are doing Dutch, you are going Dutch.
Répétez s'il vous plaît.
Yes. Let's agree that first. If you're calling me out on a date, you're paying. If I call you out on a date, I'm paying. Unless we agree.
How comes?
Unless we agree, we are going Dutch. Right? Number 2, carry money. Beba pesa, no matter where you're going. Hata kama amekuambia anakupeleka carry money.
Yeah,
utaenda huko ukwe disappointed. Ushaikuwa disappointed?
Sina hiyo time. You know, acha nikwambie.
Wow.
Acha nikwambie. Your point ya Kevin. Your point ya Kevin about carrying money, it's very important. Unajua, cause emergencies happen. You see, you're going on a first date, which means you have never met this guy. You don't know him. So maybe ameku set your very high expectations when you guys were talking, nini. Then unamua ku meet, and maybe you order such expensive stuff. And first of all, on top of that point, please, if you go out on a date and it's the first time and don't know
what
this
is
guy,
something you can afford?
Order something you know you've eaten before.
No. Just order something you can afford if you can afford.
Order something you can afford.
Yes.
that your money that the money you carried can afford. Sindio?
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
So that ukiachwa hapo kwa mata, you know that there are people who are shady out here, especially men.
Boy child,
come on. There are guys who are shady out here. You go out on a date with someone, mnakula hapo, akiona bili inafika 5,000 na kuacha kwa mata. Girl child utachonga viazi kwa chele wenyewe.
Bro.
And it's so embarrassing.
It's really bad. Carry your own money. And let me tell you something. I love Caroline Mutoko. And there's a time she made she posted something on her YouTube and she was saying, you know, sometimes paying for the bills earns you bragging rights. Like you can, you know, like yeah,
that's very true.
Let me tell you something. Me, okay, when I was dating, I used to take my man. Guys, I'm back to the streets like I never left.
So that means what? You are single right now?
Tell us. Nairobi. Anyway, without getting into much details, what I was saying is,
you're single.
Madam tumezoea kufanyiwa vitu sana. Unaget? Like you, because you're dating somebody, he has to do this and that for you. Even you can do something for
once
him.
in a while. I mean,
yeah, I agree with
take
him.
Your man out on a date.
If you call a guy on a date, I mean, it goes without saying, unless he really insists, which I would really want you to insist.
No, I will not.
So point is,
because there are some of you ladies that you're using men to
have a good time.
To mirianda around this Nairobi. Unaenda this hotel that is in Upper Hill.
Which one?
Na kama unipeleke hapo unanita date.
You go. You go sit call a guy.
Oh my god.
Make orders, you drink fine wines and fine dining, and then you expect him to pay. One day, one time. Going to be
baby, even if you don't take anything out of this video, remember, paying the bills earns you bragging rights, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, and I think I really want to brag.
Imagine this is very interesting.
I pay the bills. Mm-hmm.
It's so interesting. There's a time I went on a first date with a guy I met somewhere.
When was this?
A few weeks ago. A few months ago.
Few months. So you're talking a few months ago. Very fresh. Still very fresh. Mm-hmm. All right.
Anyway, so we went for a coffee date. A very casual date. I was like, he asked me out on a date. So obviously, if you ask me out on a date, I'm like, I'm working. Can we meet in the evening after work? And then we can have coffee.
Mm-hmm.
So we're having coffee. We had an amazing time. And then when it comes to paying the bill, so he had coffee. He had what? He had other things. We just had coffee. Because I was like, listen.
It's coffee.
My money has other things to do.
God damn.
You know? Anyway, so I ordered this coffee and we finish. So this is something that I do, and I didn't realize that I do that a lot. I usually ask to help pay the bill.
Yeah, she does that.
I don't know why I do that. I'm like, if someone is paying the bill, I'm like, do you want me to help you with that?
Even if it's the guy who has asked you.
Yeah, I may usually ask. I don't know why. I'm like, do you want me to help you with the bill?
You are a very rare kind of species in this Nairobi.
I didn't even realize it until
bragging rights. I remember bragging rights.
I didn't realize it until later on. I'm like, oh shoot, why do I always ask someone if you can help them with their bill? And the ones who called me for a date, why should I care?
Did he
He said yes. The bill was like 500 bro.
And we split.
We didn't split, but like I added on to it.
Oh, okay, that's splitting.
It was just 2 cups.
Okay, baby, let me tell you.
Even the second date we went to this guy, still I added money to it. I was like, I cannot be doing. I'm just asking because I'm being nice. Can you just pay the bill? But
so you usually just ask for convenience.
I usually just ask, yeah.
For
because sometimes you can unaweza kunataka kuniona and sometimes you don't have the entire money. I come and I've asked for something that is out of your budget. If I can add on to your bill, why not?
Yeah, Shiko is very mature. Shiko is very mature. Okay, maybe we'll try that.
Lakini kaigo kako akawezi
kufikisha huko. Something, you know. And Benjamin Zulu, you can correct me.
We need to tag him here.
I think sometimes, don't get me wrong, don't hate me, but sometimes I think this generation of men has been raised very badly. You know, you don't know how to take full responsibility. Mnataka mbembeleze sana, you know. Because I'm thinking, you call me out on a date, you know, and then I've taken my, maybe I had other plans, because maybe it's like, Kevin, you call me, you tell me, Rachel, I want to take you on a date on Friday. You don't expect me to pay for that, because see me me offer, you know. I've taken my time, you know, I've taken, just wait a minute, I've taken my time. I didn't maybe plan, you know, we are young, we're really working hard, we don't have to just set aside money for such kind of expenses randomly once in a while, good. But you calling me out of my schedule to come meet you, and then you tell me we split the bill, and then you have intentions of dating me, getting me into a relationship, and then maybe raising a family, bro.
Calm down.
But the thing is, do not inconvenience me just because you want to come and see me. Unataka kuniona sana, ingia Instagram, my photos are there. Unataka kuniona sana, close your eyes and fantasize. But don't take me out of my own schedule. Make me sacrifice. Alafu nikifika hapo,
ndio unaanza kuambiwa ati you split the bill. No.
You're dumped, you're blocked.
No. If a guy calls you out on a date, he's paying for everything. But not fair. It's your responsibility to get yourself there. There was a time I asked a lady out on a date, and then once we had agreed we were meeting a particular place, so I went, sat, waited. Now this chile didn't turn up, so I went home. A few hours later, that is when she's calling me. That's what I called her actually, and that's how I waited
happened?
for you. And she was like, I was expecting you to send me Uber to come for this date. And I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. Where did this calculation start? It is just prudent that if I call you out on a date, just bring yourself.
I mean, it's a first date. It's a first date.
One, you've never met me before.
And
even the second and the third.
Such a bad impression.
As long as there's no communication if a man comes and tells you, I want to take you out, get a cab. You know, there's a way a man will talk, and you'll understand. You're like, ooh, he's spoiling me. He wants me to, you know. But I mean, he's like, can we meet up for a nature walk? Can we meet up for lunch? That's different. That's very different.
And there's nothing wrong with you admitting, you've called me on a date, but
I don't
have. Exactly. So if I am in a position, then I will say, I will assist.
Yes, and even for you,
get a cab, I'll pay for you.
You know,
Exactly.
But don't like really have the expectations. Anakupeleka date, so he has to pay for everything, even your transport. No, as in,
it's a bad mentality. It's a bad mentality.
Bragging rights.
You know, it's a bad mentality that is there with this not our generation, but like with the current generation that is there. That if a man asks you out, he has to, you know, start from getting you an Uber. If you don't have a dress, he has to buy you a dress to go for the day.
Oh, you guys are being bought for dresses.
Guys are buying dresses out here.
Imagine, like, I want you to come and see me at here's money for your dress, here's money for your cab. I mean,
hizi vitu wanaona kwa music videos ndio wanakuja kutusetia hapa standards nazo.
Imagine.
That one is nice.
Let me tell you, me I'm like, listen, I'm such an alpha female. I don't think I would give a man that too much rights over me. I'm like, no. Why are you doing this for me? This is too much. I also want to see you
do something myself.
I'm not going to let you dictate
what
I want to wear to come and see you.
Where I go, I mean.
Same, I wouldn't want a man to feel that he has so much power over me to even like send over dresses that I should dress. You know, maybe after the date, out of your own goodwill, you can offer like, I'll pay your cab back, or you can be like, hi, I'm at Hilton, take a cab, ukifika hapo chini, tell me, you know, there's such kind of, and let me tell you, I wouldn't mind such kind of a treatment, but if it's not offered from the word go, I wouldn't really keep on insisting.
Don't insist on it.
Because, you know, you miss out on good men, because
that's very true.
And then let me tell you
because
something.
Of standards.
There are standards and there are cheap standards. There are standards that make you look really cheap.
Really cheap.
You know,
Yeah, those are
I'm
very cheap
sorry. I'm
standards.
sorry. You know, like we all want to feel like baby girl. Oh my God.
We all
really
want to
baby
be
girl.
spoiled.
Yeah, but have some dignity.
But you
I
know,
mean,
also show the man that you can also take
care of yourself.
Okay.
Exactly.
Like,
At
and you
least
also
that way
have
we are on the same
options.
page.
He will respect you way more.
Yeah, and you also have options. Ata, you're not gonna get like still lazima. He does everything for you. You can also do stuff for yourself.